I was optimistic of Kamala winning the presidency, and by all rights, she should have won as the better choice. But what I overlooked was that I thought there were more good people than evilly bad people in this country. For thinking this way, I was wrong. This country, the United States, harbors more evilly bad people than I could have imagined. More people and false Christians prefer the character of Satan and Trump over the character of Jesus, God, and even over a decent woman named Kamala Harris. The way Christians voted should let you know that this has always been a false church, as I have always pointed out. No way this many voters for Trump can claim Christianity. All of them prefer the character of lying, having a chaotic nature, cheating, stealing, hating, being filthy, immoral, disrespectful to others, despising peace and loving violence, being vulgar, having mouths filled with cursing and slanderous remarks against others, and all drawing towards their leader, Trump, a convicted criminal like Satan. These false Christians went against God, sided and loved a man that displayed no love, no care, no respect, nor spoke of sharing with others, no decency, nor having any empathy for the poor and others or anyone during his entire campaign, as Kamala Harris showed us. But false Christians praise him as a God. What they did show us was that they possess the same nature as Satan. And because of Satan's nature and action to overthrow God, God said neither Satan nor his followers of angels would ever be forgiven the sins of denying his will, backbiting, and launching a coup to overthrow him, but that their end and punishment will be by hellfire. Like Satan and his demons, Trump and his followers' demonic nature will share the same punishment. Why? Because they willfully allowed Trump to capture their hearts and minds and drive them away from God into worshiping him as a God. Enjoyably, they loved every foul-spoken insult and remark that comes from Trump's mouth. They have taken on the mark of the beast. They decided to side with Satan and curse God, their conscience having been now seared with a hot iron. That is, they are unwilling and not wanting to hear the truth. Therefore, according to Hebrews 6:4-6, there remains no more sacrifice or forgiveness of sin for Trump, his false Christian voters, and those that have knowledge of God that voted for him also. They chose Trump over God, Trump over Jesus, and Satan over all. Yet these false Christians in their false churches will still continue to praise and worship God with great joy, in songs, in speech, in teaching, in writing of books, seminars, conventions, even jumping and hollering, all while saying they are giving God thanks, praise, and the glory. They will worship and do all of this as though they did nothing wrong. But their worship, like many others, will be forever in vain. Yes, Trump and his great mega followers have won the presidency, but at what price? What profit a man to gain the whole world and yet loses his soul, having no hope? Yes, Democrats voted and lost the presidency. And yes, some are sinners, but not all have been shut out of never being able to receive forgiveness and salvation. For Hebrews 10:26-27 reads, "For if we deliberately keep on sinning after we have received the knowledge of the truth, no more sacrifice for sin is left, but only a fearful expectation of judgment and of raging fire that will consume the enemies of God." In closing, this country has just become the worst nation in the world. If Jesus was to return today, he certainly wouldn't return in the United States, where most people are corrupt in mind and in heart. Think about it, people. Think about it.